I listen to the trumpet of Jesus, how the world hears a different sound.
Hello everyone, Brickosaurus227 here, and today I'm going to be doing a group review of a bunch of big power blasters. The big 536, 532, and 507. Each blaster goes with some basic things, like 100 darts, 2 mags, some kind of cheap safety glasses, and a pack of targets. And let's not forget the instructions and the batteries. Each of these blasters are actually the same blaster with different attachments. They're this core blaster that's basically a strife reskin, but it's almost better than the strife, but not in every single way. To install the batteries, you're going to want to take your screwdriver and of course unscrew the battery door. Installing them can be a little bit difficult because you got to kind of hold them all down when you install them. Just be sure to screw your battery door back on. And you're good. So a quick overview of the core blaster. The grip is really nice. The whole size of the blaster is pretty decent too. It has actually very good performance for a blaster like this. To operate the blaster, you want to take a magazine. The magazine is the same as other Nerf magazines and is compatible. The blaster is compatible with different types of Nerf mags. You of course want to load your darts into the blaster. The darts for the blaster are actually really good performance-wise. They perform better than Elite darts, not quite as good as Waffle Heads, but they're very decent because the tips are heavier, they're more accurate. But one downside is that they hurt a lot more, and they're kind of cheaper than most other darts. The mag is advertised to hold 10, but it actually holds like 12, so that's really nice. And of course, you insert the magazine into the blaster, rev it up, and fire. The trigger pull is very crisp and nice. It's very decent. It performs extremely well and is very accurate. Now, I'm advertising 3 different blasters, but the core blaster is the same. But here's why it's 3 different blasters. The first one is pretty neat. It's a different set of attachments. I actually really like the barrel. It looks pretty cool. The scope is nice, but one problem is the stock is very short. So this one is not my favorite as far as a combination. The barrel is cool, but the stock is not. It doesn't look as cool as others too. So it's not, this is probably my least favorite of the 3. Sadly, the stock is not compatible with most Nerf blasters because it kind of has a bottom here. So any Nerf blaster with an attachment point that's kind of sticking out, it's not going to work well. And it's also too thick at the bottom to attach to the strife, which is another big complaint of mine. Sadly, none of these stocks work well with most Nerf blasters. However, the scope and the barrel work perfectly. This one is closer to what an AR-15 is. It's actually really nice. It has a really long barrel that's also kind of feels like a sniper barrel. It has a scope with a little fake adjustable knob and a stock. This version is extremely comfortable. It's actually really, really comfortable. I really like this version of the blaster. It's almost my favorite, but not quite. It has I love that barrel so much. Sadly, this barrel, even though it does work with a lot of Nerf blasters, it wouldn't really look good with some of it because it's a very large, giant barrel. But it works great with any of these big power blasters that have a barrel attachment. So I like this blaster a lot. I like the barrel a lot. This feels like a very comfy blaster, and it still performs decently. I really like this one. This one is by far my favorite because it looks like an AK-47. It just, oh my gosh, it feels so cool. It's very satisfying to shoot. This one goes with a banana mag, besides all the others which go with straight mags. It's a very good banana mag. I actually really like it. The looks are great. It really has a lot of the feel of an AK-47, especially with that barrel. This one's obviously going to be weird, but I have to try. That doesn't look bad at all. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold up. I like this barrel. Let's see how it looks with the Raven. That's not terrible. I like that. Okay. I'm down with this barrel. This is a good barrel. This barrel also has a very wide, the inner barrel is also very wide, so it's perfect. It won't really diminish your range that much, even though it's quite a long barrel. This is by far my favorite version of this blaster. It's probably my favorite big power blaster because it's an AK-47. What is there not to like about this blaster? tell me. Now, it is like $40, so if you want to shell out $40 for it, it's definitely worth it. It goes with a lot of cool stuff as well. Before I give you my final opinions, let me take this blaster out to the range. Also, stay tuned because there is some information about a giveaway for all 3 of these blasters. I have a whole bunch of them sent by Big Power. So for the range test, I'm going to use a Nerf mag, mainly because the included mags don't do well with darts on Adventure Force darts because they kind of hold the dart in the mag. They're kind of tight on the dart, and it's not the best. It works good with Big Power darts, but not with darts on darts for some weird reason. So I'm using a conventional Nerf mag. All right, let's look at the ranges. The lowest dart, an Adventure Force dart, at 25 feet. The other grouping of Adventure Force darts at 33 feet. Furthest Adventure Force dart at 39 feet. The main grouping of Big Power darts is at 36 feet, with the furthest one being at 47 feet. Now, the main problem with the Big Power blasters is that the included batteries do not perform as well as other batteries. They're very cheap batteries, but they're there so you can test out your blaster. I would recommend getting something like Energizer or Duracell or something like that, Amazon Basics, to get your actual good performance out of your blaster. With the Amazon Basics and whatnot, it gets to around 50 feet, which is a very reasonable range for a blaster. This one is about the same as the Strife, but it tends to be more accurate than the Strife, which is really nice. But honestly, it's really not much of a difference. The best thing is to just get better batteries and not use the included ones in battle. Otherwise, it has great performance.
I hear the voice of a super.
So what are my thoughts on these Big Power blasters? Well, they're all decent, just like all the other Big Power blasters. Nothing that really stands out compared to other Nerf blasters except for their mainstream pistol, but everything else is pretty standard and pretty decent. You really can't go wrong with these blasters. Now, I wouldn't recommend using the included magazines, but the included attachments with the blasters work great, and the blasters overall look good and have a great form factor. These are really good blasters for little kids that if you want to give them a really cool, big blaster to hold and play with, this is perfect for that. Or if you have a little more of a soft core game, performance is good. If you get good batteries, sometimes even better than the Nerf Strife. It really has a lot in a great package. So I definitely recommend you pick them up, but you may not have to buy them. Why? Well, because, drumroll please, giveaway time. So, this new giveaway is not new. I did a video about a while back, but if you're wanting to get more details, basically just email me or message me, send me an address so I can get the shipping price, and then eventually I can send you those blasters. Now, I will not be able to pay the shipping, so if you can pay the shipping price, that would be very, very easier, make it much easier for me, because I'm pretty much broke. I don't have much money. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't rate these blasters yet. Well, I guess we can rate them by attachments, because that's kind of fun. So this set of attachments, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The stock and the barrel are great, but the scope's kind of lame. 10. I really like the kind of style of barrel, but it doesn't look good paired with the stock and the scope, so I'm going to give this a 5 or 6 out of 10 as far as attachments goes. These are both all the same blaster that I gave a 9 out of 10 in my other review. And honestly, guys, I gotta go full 10 out of 10 on this thing. It's amazingly fun. It's more comfortable with all the attachments. It's huge. Look at this, guys. It's big. It's so fun to use, and oh man, I really like this blaster. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.